Well, like Max, I also had to self-tape, and I'm of the same opinion as he is, that self-tapes just generally never really work out the way that you want them to. But this one was different because it's that found footage format. I felt like I kind of had the freedom to stage the camera in various rooms in my manager's house, and I could kind of make it as if I would imagine it to be when it's actually shot. And then I had to do the same improv scene as well, which is something that is definitely it was a lot better to be doing on my own, just in a room huddled there, than doing it in person with a casting director. So I applaud this one for being able to pull that off. But I ended up sending in the tape, and like Max, not really expecting too much of it, but they said that they liked my tape and they wanted me to actually come in and read with their Kaitlyn candidate, this lady right here. And we went in and did a chemistry read, because actually I auditioned for Max's part. I think most of the younger guys actually probably did. So I went in reading as Donnie, along with Jeremy Sumter, as I just
along
found
with
out.
Jeremy, yeah.
I guess we later found out that because of the water and because of the noise that was involved, I think all of your stuff had to be re-recorded for like the really intense scene, right?
ADR.
These guys went into a soundstage and intonation for intonation, word for word, re-recorded this phenomenally intense and emotional scene without being in the water, just standing in front of a microphone. It's hard enough trying to match your words just in a scene saying stuff, but to have that emotion too, I genuinely don't think that I could do that. That took a phenomenal amount of skill, and both of these guys had to do it for the entire scene, and you would never know. The only reason that I knew is because they told me after the fact, but when you watch it, you have no idea that the whole thing has been re-recorded and remastered. So not only did they have to do it once, they had to do it twice, completely out of their environment the second time, and I think that is a feat in and of itself. I actually wrapped up a web series that I had been a fan of for a while called VGHS. It is a web series that has gotten phenomenally popular on the internet. They have crowdfunded every single season they've done so far, and their season 3 raised almost $1 million just from their fans. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I had been a fan of it for a while, and I tweeted about it during the second season, and they saw it, got in touch with me, and asked if they could write me into the last season as a new villain character that they were thinking about.
Oh, you were a villain?
Yes.
That's
I got
so
to be a
fun.
bad guy for once. It was so cool. It was very cool because a lot of the show is very action-oriented, because it's these kids at this video game school where the whole point of the show is that whenever the kids are playing the game, you're teleported kind of into that world. So the kids who are playing like the Call of Duties and the Battlefields, they're actually, the actors are doing all of the gunplay sequences and everything. And because my villain character is a professional shooter gamer, I got to do all of those action sequences.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, it was very cool. It was very stunt heavy, and I got to look awesome, and they edited it together where I'm actually way more talented at it than I actually am. So props to them. But it was cool because that's kind of the genre that I want to get myself into. So it was really good practice in a very friendly environment of kind of the place that I want to end up. So that'll be coming out in like August or September.